because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, Tuesday.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Back 25. Cut. Get out.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love them.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 57 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 28. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. On first down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 50.
Gonna run the sweep here. This is Cup, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We go tonight. White 20.
Number 53. Mike 53.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. this might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
Ryan on target there to Sanu. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Ryan. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11.
Out of the gun. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Bravo!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey. 4 down.
Hey, express!
From the shotgun, Ryan escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go. 180. Ric Flair. Turtles up. Value 3. Value 3.
Goff on first down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2 on second down now. It's Freeman, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Ryan. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Now Ryan on first down. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
80 weapons.
58, come on, ready to go.
Throwing again. Ryan. That's caught at the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They run Devontae Freeman. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
21. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Tuesday. Check. Lucky. You draw Corker.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there, second down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go. Let's do this.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
58's the money. Space. Watch the run. Watch the
To throw again on second down. Ryan caught by Sanu. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. Third down here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Goff now looks to throw. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 33 yards that time. From the red zone now, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Whip. Five. Check. Hey, watch it. 14.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second and 10, Ryan. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Ryan. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone? And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Preston Williams There to make the grab, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go,
The
boys.
Rams
Bring
take
it on.
over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Back, back, back. 2 for 1.
Checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 43. Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
17. 17. 17.
Again, they run with Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll find Everett there, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Shit.
Louis.
Out. Slay.
2.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now, Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle.